We open up Raw with a sea of hooded men scrambling around the ring. One enters the ring, and you guessed it, it's Seth Rollins. Welcome back to Triple Threat Wrestling. I am your host, MVP, and this is MVP Goes Raw. Seth Rollins is in the ring, and he says he created the Vision, and he'll be the one to kill the Vision. And if you stand next to Paul Heyman, consider yourself marked for death. Paul Heyman comes out, still looking beat to shit after what Seth Rollins did to him, and tells Seth Rollins, F-A-F-O, F-A-F-O, F-A-F-5. Boom. Brock Lesnar comes out and then proceeds to take out 10 of these hooded guys, leaving Seth Rollins in the ring alone. And, you know, we're supposed to think Brock Lesnar isn't gonna put hands on him just because he's not medically cleared. So now that we think, oh, it's Seth Rollins, it's gonna be Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar, and the lights shut off, and Oba Femi comes out. Seth Rollins escapes, and Oba Femi drops Lesnar with the fall from grace, puts his foot on Lesnar's chest, points at the WrestleMania sign, and it looks like Oba Femi has accepted Brock Lesnar's WrestleMania challenge. Everyone gets what they wanted. Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. This is definitely the right way to go. I don't feed into the rumors that Lesnar doesn't want to lose until he retires. Brock Lesnar has shown in the past that he's willing to do the favors, and him doing the favors to Oba Femi seems to be the way to go. So very excited for Lesnar versus Oba Femi. Kaiser Americano defeats Gable Americano. Now they showed this weekend that Kaiser is the 2026 Rey de Reyes tournament winner, and with that, he is the number one contender for the AAA Mega Championship. Now this feud is running flat, and it's no fault to Chad Gable. I mean, it's not that he's not over. He does have his moments, but that injury really did a number when they had to put him on the shelf, and Kaiser took this opportunity and just ran with it, and he is super over, especially with the AAA audience, and we got to get this mask off of Gable. Kaiser won with a loaded mask. I'm guessing next week to drag out this feud, Gable's gonna load up his mask, and the only logical way is a mask versus match that I've been saying for weeks, and I don't know now if it's going to be at WrestleMania, because WrestleMania is looking kind of stacked, but this would be a cool WrestleMania match to end it and reintroduce everyone to Chad Gable. We have a Liv Morgan promo basically saying that she's glad that Finn Balor's out of the Judgment Day, that JD McDonough is now going to soar without Finn Balor holding him back. Dom is going to get his Intercontinental Championship back. Raquel Rodriguez is going to be a future world champion, and then that her herself is going to be women's world champion at WrestleMania. And if you noticed, they totally do not mention Roxanne Perez at all. I'm thinking she might make her return after WrestleMania, but that's and then Finn Balor does not show up at all, selling the beatdown from the Judgment Day. AJ Lee defeats Bayley to retain the women's IC championship. It's a good match. They haven't faced each other one-on-one since 2013 down in NXT. After the match, Becky Lynch attacks AJ, and this totally sets up the rematch for WrestleMania. Now I'm guessing AJ has to win this rematch, otherwise it's just going to go in a never-ending loop where now AJ needs a rematch. If Becky won, AJ gets a rematch, and we need to put this feud away. So this feud will come ahead at WrestleMania, and I'm expecting AJ to win to just end this feud. Later on in the night, we have Bayley in the back, just so down on herself, and Lyra Valkyria calming her down, saying, "Hey, you're gonna get to WrestleMania. I'm gonna help you. We're gonna do it together." Now this really sets up Lyra turning on Bayley. Penta defeats Dragon Lee to retain the IC championship. Earlier on in the back, we had JD McDonough confront Adam Pearce because he's complaining that Adam Pearce is just giving away Dominic Mysterio's title shot. Now, Dominic is not there because he's injured because of his match with Vikingo back at AAA on Saturday. So that he can't have his match against Penta here. So Penta goes to the ring against a mystery opponent. Turns out to be Dragon Lee. And they have a hell of a match. A hell of a match. Now, you're expecting Gunther to come down, maybe get involved. He doesn't. Now we have Gunther. No plans for WrestleMania. Is he going to be fighting Ray? Him coming out of the ring could have set up him versus Penta, maybe for the IC championship, or maybe Penta defeats him, gets a big win over Gunther there. But very absent Gunther here. Still no plans for Gunther now. We'll see what happens. The Vision is in the back, and Austin Theory wants to take out Rollins. Heyman says Vision doesn't have power, and to regain power, they need gold, and that him and Logan Paul need to focus on contending against the Usos. And Logan Paul says, consider it done, and we'll also take out LA Knight. Now, LA Knight, there's really no plans for LA Knight at Mania 2. I'm really not into seeing Gunther versus LA Knight. That match doesn't make sense. You have Heyman, he smiled as Theory and Logan Paul walk away. This is just coming to me. Maybe nothing for LA Knight. He did have a segment with the Usos backstage saying, hey, if you're running this bloodline thing back, I can't be a part of it. We ain't cool. Maybe LA Knight, member of the Vision. We'll see what happens. Randy Orton's supposed to have an interview with Michael Cole, talking about his actions on SmackDown. He's on the phone, and it looks like an early 2000s webcam, all pixely and very low quality. He then says, hey, Michael Cole, I was going to do an interview, but I'm not. I may kill her. And then he goes on to say, wrestling has more than one royal family. Him being an Orton. It's a great way. This is a good beef up for the hype for Randy Orton's match against Cody Rhodes at Mania. Stephanie Vaquer defeats Raquel Rodriguez. We have an Iyo Sky appearance. just to even the sides because Liv Morgan interferes by distraction, and Iyo Sky just totally gets decimated by Raquel, and she just gets thrown over the announce table. Now Iyo Sky does not have plans for Mania. It looked like she was going straight for Raquel, and that Liv Morgan just happened to be in the way and stuff. But I'm thinking maybe Iyo Sky versus Raquel Rodriguez. Now, I've been saying, hey, get this title off of Stephanie Vaquer and have Liv Morgan versus Raquel at Mania. Maybe they're just saving this for down the road. But now we have Raquel doesn't have anything for Mania. Iyo doesn't have anything for Mania. Kabuki Warriors don't have anything for Mania. Could be in for a world women's tag team title shot. Or maybe Asuka versus Iyo Sky. There's a lot of uncertainty here. Raquel, Iyo don't have anything right now. We got 4 weeks left. We'll see what goes on. Now we end it with Roman hitting the ring. Immediately calls out Phil. Punk comes out and brings it up. You keep calling me Phil like it's derogatory. It's really for his friends and his family. I'm not going to search your wiki. And he calls him Titty Tiaki because he doesn't know his real name. He's not going to call him Joe because that'll be insulting to a real Samoan that I love. Reference to Samoa Joe. CM Punk is surprised Roman hasn't taken a swing at him. He's already won because Punk is in Roman's head. Roman says he's on everyone's mind. Punk hasn't main evented anything this year. I will bring up that he did main event the first Raw of the year against Braun Breaker, and many said potential future WrestleMania main event. Punk says those are cheap words coming from a coward, and you couldn't even show up last week, and you sent your cousins to do your dirty work for you. Who's the real tribal chief? And Roman's like, I've been hearing that for 5 years. Brings up the part-time, and that's what top earners do. And Roman says, why don't you ask your wife? Roman's about to leave the ring, and Punk stops him. Hey, this is my belt. This is my show. This is my ring. I'll tell you when to go, or when to come, or when to go. And now's not the time. And then he calls him young boy. He said, I'm in your head. Look at that WrestleMania sign. That's going to be the last time you're going to main event WrestleMania, and I'm going to beat you on the grandest stage. Roman said, you can't faze me. I'm the most successful superstar you've ever run into, and you're not faster than me. You're not stronger than me. You're just old. Punk clocks Roman. Roman smile on his face. That's how we end Raw. There's a lot of uncertainty. And we have a few weeks left for to hype up Mania. You know, we have LA Knight. No matches here. Wild prediction. Maybe him turning heel, joining the Vision. Nothing for Gunther yet. He had a chance to maybe interfere in the Dragon Lee Penta match and maybe take off another mask and maybe build up for another Rey Mysterio. I don't know. But we got nothing for Gunther right now. Iyo Sky, Raquel Rodriguez. We have Asuka. There's a lot of uncertainty here. And the Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar match has been announced. Brock Lesnar, he's going to be here every Raw. It's going to be interesting how they drag out that feud. With all the uncertainty, write down in the comment what you think LA Knight should do. Gunther should do, Iyo Sky. Write down in the comments. And while you're down there, we have a link tree with all our links, affiliates. So if you want a Gunther shirt, if you want an LA Knight shirt, click on our link. Get one through the link. It does not cost you extra, but it does kick back a little bit to us back at Triple Threat Wrestling. And if you're new here, please like, comment, subscribe. Helps us a lot. We come out with wrestling content all the time. And that was MVP Goes Raw. I'm MVP. You're not. I'm out. See ya.